Do this.
Rock and roll.
Welcome to Red and Black TV. I'm your host, Stars, co-host Banana, panel heads, Boz and Azza. And tonight we have two special guests.
Yeah.
Marcelo and
Big
Mrcela.
boys.
How are we, lads?
What's happening? How are we feeling this week, brother?
Nice to be here. I'm happy to be here as well with you guys. Thanks very much.
How's the build up to the weekend been? To this weekend? The derby. Preparation.
Yeah, preparation started very well. I'm sure that we are ready for the weekend. Big game for us, big game for our supporters as well. Big game for the community.
Mm.
And we have a full energy for,
The
something really big weekend.
the first game was your first derby, so before the game, you obviously didn't know what's going to happen. What's the expectation? How's the crowd going to be like? Now you experience that. Do you know? You realize now how big it is, yeah? From after that game,
Actually, it was a big surprise for me because I didn't expect it to be
that much,
good,
yeah.
I'm used to play derbies.
Come on! This guy, come on! Double checking.
Yeah, I'm used to play derbies, and I played derby all the other teams I haven't played before in Turkey, in Brazil, in France, in Germany, and derby is really special. Man.
Special, huh?
Yeah, honestly, it's a different feeling, especially when you win. When you lose, it's really bad,
Yeah.
For everyone, but when you win, it's really good.
Obviously after the game, the celebrations.
Yeah.
I think the kid jumped over the fence, gave you a hug.
Yeah.
You really felt it, huh?
Wow, I felt actually it was a really special moment for me.
Yeah. How good's that? How about you, bro? Talk to us.
My first game was my first
Was a derby.
was derby.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, actually
Combat
was.
Stadium. So yeah, it was a good experience. So yeah, derbies. It's easy to prepare. It's easy to prepare for the coaches. Every player wants to play it. Every player is more than 100% ready for it. So like I never experienced a full combat stadium, so it would be nice to experience that packed stadium.
I
Hopefully.
think we're close to a full house
That
from
would be
what I
good.
hear. First time, Marcelo, you probably haven't seen the stadium full before.
Not yet. I'm looking forward for that. Man.
I think this Saturday,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that game was like 15,000, if I remember.
your first one.
Yeah, my
First
first
one,
one. It was
It'd
good
be
atmosphere.
disappointing.
Disappointing,
It'll
but
be
it
more
was
this
still a
week.
good atmosphere.
How was the
You
score?
feel us.
Of course. 2-0.
Easy game.
They haven't beat us today.
Easy.
They haven't beat us since
2018.
Marcelo's joined. They haven't beat
I
us.
was
See
dead
that?
after 15 minutes. I
First game.
was That was good, yeah.
No, but actually, derbies represent a lot not only for us, also for our families, and for you guys, for the community. It's really
I remember after the
important.
game, your family was there, yeah? You
Yeah,
went and gave them
every
a
game. No,
hug.
they go watch every game. Man.
Before they weren't coming, yeah?
No, every game. Every game.
No,
They've
every
been
game.
coming every game?
Every game.
Oh, okay.
Every game. They went to play in Wellington. We play in Wollongong there.
Yeah.
They went to Wellington.
They came there.
Every game. With the kids.
That's
For me, it's really important to have my family around me. I'll tell you a good history because the game against Central Coast, my son, he was in the stairs, watching the game. And 2 days before, he had a, blade competition,
Yeah.
And then before the blade competition, he asked me, I asked him, hey, what is the strategy? Then he say, I don't know. Tell me, Daddy. I say, play happy, be happy.
Yeah.
And before the game, I was walking after warm up to the central to the dressing room, and he was in the stairs near to the tunnel there. Yeah. And then he looked at me and say, Daddy, hey, remember what is strategy? Be happy. Bro.
That's why you were laughing.
Yeah, remember?
How good's
I
that?
also spoke with Oli about it. I say, Oli, you see, sometimes the kids they teach you a lot of things, So this also gave me a lot of motivation.
Obviously, seeing your sons at the games, yeah?
100%, man, 100%. It's really important for me.
Yeah, obviously, being the father, you wanna show them that this is how I play the game.
As you say, no, we don't play just for ourselves. We play for our families, for the supporters,
Yeah.
for the community, for the sponsors, for everyone. We have a big responsibility as a soccer player, man.
How did the last derby, that atmosphere at Sydney away, how did that compare to because you've all played overseas? How does it compare? Like, is it up there or is it?
Yeah, it was really good, man.
Yeah?
It was really good, really good. I could say that was similar to the the big leagues, 100%. You know?
Even in
The
Turkey,
stadium, yeah, even in Turkey. Yeah.
but they're smaller in Turkey. Here they gave us one full side. You know what I mean?
Away
section.
The way, yeah.
Yeah.
In Turkey, one corner.
Yeah.
Here they gave us one
Yeah,
full
yeah.
bay behind the goals.
Yeah,
So-
they do that because they have a lot of problems.
Yeah, of course.
How about you,
Crazy.
Mrcela? You would have
Crazy.
experienced in Croatia too.
I didn't play in those big derbies like
Oh,
Hajduk, Dinamo, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's big.
it's big there as well. Of
That's
course.
the one game you see on the scheduling, like
Yep.
when is that date, you know.
Who's your team over there?
Hajduk.
I do. Huh?
100%.
Nice.
Big game.
Now, I was going to ask you boys, so I want to go back now because obviously you guys are very passionate, you know, and... Sorry.
We don't want to cut.
It's not happening today. It's not happening. It's not happening.
He's looking in your eyes.
You know what? Because he's a Fenerbahce fan as well.
That's what they like, huh?
You want to push him a little bit.
We got one.
Yeah, that's it. That's my first warning. All right, what I was trying to say is... So obviously, you know, you went to Europe at the age of 20. If I'm right.
I was 18 to 19 years. Actually, 19.
And that was you had a really good year there in Poland.
Yeah,
You played
2
the full
years.
season. At the age of 20, I think you played a full season except one game. Is it all right? Or 2 games?
Age of 20. Yeah, but it was second division.
It's all right. The second thing, but that was when you cemented yourself. Yeah. Okay. So I look at that at the age of 20. Obviously, a lot of competition, right? Obviously, Brazil, 200 million people. You know, Croatia, obviously, in 213. Yeah. There's no other sport in those countries but football, right? So the competition is higher.
100%.
So does that mean? Do you think that molded you as players? Because obviously, there's no second option. It's football or nothing. I got to make it. You know, here rugby, cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got options. Yeah.
You got options here. Do you think that molded you? Because we can look at some Australian players, right? They're talented, but they don't have this, yeah? They don't have a bit of heart. And you say sometimes he's a good player, but he doesn't have this. Now you come here, and, you know, we see from both of you a lot of passion. And you could tell this is the type of people you are. I'm just wondering, do you think that passion comes because from a young age you had to compete and you always had to, you know what I mean, come out on top?
I think it comes from the love of the game also. You know, you have to love the game. You have to want it. You want to play it, you know. And I had through my career, I didn't achieve what Marcelo achieved, but I played in.
Well,
I was,
relax.
you know, I got rejected in some clubs, even in third division in Croatia, which is not high level. But when I was 18, 19, they said, you're not good enough. But I kept going. Where some of my players in my youth academy back in Split, they were more talented than me. But they, after first disappointment, they stopped. They didn't want to play anymore.
Do you want to hold this, brother?
They didn't want to play anymore. So, you know, like, I think you need to love the game that much to get through those difficulties, you know, disappointments. You know, sometimes a coach doesn't like you. He says you're not good enough.
Did you ever think about quitting?
No, never.
Never. Kept going.
And pretty late I came to first division Croatia. I was, I think, 23. So that's pretty late, you know. A lot of my teammates, my friends from childhood, they didn't wait until 23. When they saw 18, 19, I'm not in the first division. Nah, I'm going to find a job. I'm going to just go play on the streets, you know. So I think you really need to want it. You know.
And do you think that grind that you're talking about
Helps your character.
helps
you
your
know.
character?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
that's
course,
what I'm coming to.
100%.
Your character, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
How old were you when you went into Croatia from here?
I was 6. Yeah, so I was
Wow.
raised there. You know, my childhood is there, my memories, my friends, everything is there. So I started playing football there. So yeah,
So when you retire, is it here or there?
I will see.
Well, you still got a long way to go.
Yeah,
32,
yeah, still
young
young,
man.
yeah.
You too. How old? 29 you are?
I looks like 25.
Come on, man.
I'm 35 already. No, I'm 35.
Young still, young.
Still young.
He runs like 40.
I've been a long time in the in this game already.
Do you feel good, bro?
I feel very well. Yeah. Just to say, you know, to answer your question, you know, I would say that football comes from here and here, you know, in the heart and the head, you know. So I grew up in the favelas, you know.
Yeah.
As you say, we had no second option, you know, or you become a footballer, or you become a criminal, whatever, you know. That's your second option. But I thank God that I choose my first
And
option.
what did your coach say to you?
Huh?
What did your coach say to you from a young age?
Bro, when I was when I was young, I was playing. You have a lot of competition between each other. You know, and they always say that when you go into the pitch, you are playing for your food. You know, to provide food for your family. You know? And that's what I always think in my mind. I was like, man, when I'm gonna play, if my mother doesn't eat, you know,
His mother
gonna eat. You know, so I need to
gotta
give
make it.
everything, man. You know, and it's happened even today. You know, it's happened a lot in Brazil. You know, so it's just 1% of footballers in Brazil become professional at high level. You know, it's very small.
213 million people.
Yeah,
Think
man,
about it, bro.
1%.
1%. In Australia, you have 20 million people, but you have 10 different sports, right? So the opportunity is higher. 213 million people, bro.
Well, football's the main code in Brazil if you're gonna make it.
It's the only code.
Oh, no, basketball's pretty.
No, you have
up
other
there
sports,
too.
but football is number one.
Number one. It's a
Media,
sports can change your life. You know, as we spoke before we started, it can change your family's life. You know, that's why everyone. I remember maybe my father-in-law. My father-in-law, he was a football player as well. You know, 34 years ago. You know, and in that time. The parents doesn't want the kids to play football because it was something really bad. You know what I mean? These days, because the value of football increased a lot. The market, the business is a big business right now. Every parents want them to play football, you know, because they're gonna some kind of investment, you know. But they forgot that, you know, it's a lot of frustration in this game as well. You know,
Cool, ups and downs, huh?
you know, 99% try to play football, they didn't make it. You know,
That's true.
so that's why you need to be careful about that.
When you came to Western Sydney, did Rudin explain that to you about this area, Western Sydney, like working class, love football? Yeah, he did explain it and everything like that.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the favelas of Sydney. You
I
know?
know. I feel a little bit, you know. I feel at home here, bro.
You said in the message before you came in, said, where I'm coming from? Where you taking me?
I feel at home here.
To be honest, he talks a lot
Yeah?
about it. You know,
he
on weekly basis.
Oh, good.
Reminds us
Yeah.
what's it all about.
Where was your upbringing, Mrcela, in Australia?
Perfect.
Perth. Okay.
Oh, you were lucky enough to even play for Perth, man. You came back.
You won a
Yeah.
championship, didn't you, there?
Premier's play. Yeah.
Nice. When
final.
Popovich was there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, I want to ask you, because you're obviously familiar with the youth here and maybe overseas. Sometimes we struggle to produce good youngsters here, and sometimes when they are talented, like we said, they don't have the passion, right? You know, because I do a lot of youth coaches. A lot of the youth talented players, they're like robots. They don't have much emotion, you know. Do you think it's because the upbringing here was comfortable, and you know they're driven to training? You know, their parents give them whatever they want. Do you think that plays a part in the you know what I mean, the character?
I think it plays a lot. You know, like it's comfortable living here. It's nice living here. You have a lot of things to do. Like, and sometimes I see in some young players, I'm not saying this year, but you feel like if they don't make it, like if they don't make for another year contract, they'll go just down to the NPL and they're going to be happy there.
That's it,
You know?
They'll probably do like the thing like you said before when you were talking about you were playing in Croatia, where they go
just
down
stop,
to drop league
They just
to the third league and they'll give up after
Yeah,
that. They
yeah.
just need that extra push.
But some players here won't even make it overseas, brother. They'll go from, you know, A-League Academy to straight to, you know, NPL, obviously. I'm just wondering, you know, obviously that passion is, I've always
that's
thought.
always individual, you know. If you have the passion, you know, if you come from a family that loves football, like my father didn't play football. He doesn't know nothing about football. He knows now because he watched a lot of me. But my brother loved it. He played it on second, third division level in Croatia. I got an injury, stopped playing. But I loved the football because of him. I started loving it. I went to watch him. Then I went to watch Hajduk Split together with him in the stands. You just love it. And then you think, I want to play there.
I want to be there.
Yeah, you're going to do whatever it takes.
Did you used to go to the games when you were younger?
What, a football game?
Yeah. Santos, yeah.
You go every
Saturday,
Saturday,
yeah.
Your
Sunday,
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday, you go to the games. Here, you go to the beach.
That's why you live in the beach.
But this mentality has changed a lot this year because I remember when I spoke first time with Mr. Rudon, and he say that he enjoyed this club to change the mentality of the club to become the best club in Australia, you know. And you see the young boys, this team today, they want that. You know, they want to do something different. You know, and also I have been visit the academy yesterday. You know, I see the under 15 and the 9 boys playing training actually yesterday, and you could see the you know they have something different now. You know?
Hungry.
Hungry, yeah, they're hungry. They are training different. You know, so.
Do you feel responsible for trying to achieve that as the club captain?
No, everyone actually, everyone. Also Eddie, you know, Eddie he was a good football player as well. He understand. He play overseas. He understand the game. Now, Mr. Marcelo as well. He know how to build a good player. You know, as
And
well.
they're focused a lot on
Focus
the
a lot.
on the youth.
Yeah.
They're focused.
That's a good thing.
Eddie's
That's
every day there.
It's important for the club. It's the
Yeah.
future. I say to Eddie, I say, Eddie, it's the future of the club. You know. So and they need to understand that they are playing the best team in Australia.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
You know.
Expectation is high.
Expectations be like high. You know.
Yeah.
As a youth team, as a professional team, as a supporters, you guys also need to be the best supporters in Australia.
course,
You know,
Yeah.
that's how you build something big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this mentality is changing right now, and I think everyone is in this environment is responsible for that. You
Of
know?
course, it's. I
How
think
would you say that?
it's a collective effort.
Collective, of
Yeah,
course.
And
yeah.
the
Because
good,
we just spoke about the doggy. You know,
Yeah.
this boy, man, this boy is a good boy. You know, you're gonna be. I'm saying, I'm gonna be the future captain of the West Indian Wonders.
he
You know?
can be an example for
Example,
the other
yeah.
young boys.
100%.
You know?
I always tell him, for me, you are the older boy of the younger
Youngsters,
boys.
yeah,
Youngsters,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You should be their captain
Yeah.
because you
That's
have that
true.
in you.
You understand the community. You understand
And he
you come
works
from
hard,
here.
and, you know, and you
Yeah,
can
you
see
know?
when
Bleeds
he's not in the
Western
squad, when he was injured, coming back in, he was angry. He's angry.
yeah.
That's what you want from somebody. You know, we want some young centre back to push us.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not comfortable. So it makes us better also in every position.
But I think you're saying now you don't have anyone to push. I think you both are pushing yourselves.
No, we
You
have,
can see the game.
we have like Alex Bonatic is very good young talent. You know, we have Tom
that's what I was
Beatling,
gonna
we
ask,
had
yeah.
RT there, but of course we push each other. You know,
I like it.
Sometimes we have a big discussion in the game, huh?
we fight. Sometimes I yell at him and he listens. He listens.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sometimes
we-
I don't do it. I don't do everything perfect. You know, I need to respect Mrcela and also listen the information you give it to me. You know, I need to be humble to understand. You know, we are there together. So if he help me and help him, you know, so we're gonna play
Helps the
better.
team.
You know.
Did you talk to him about his passing against the Mariners? Playing out from the back.
Come on, I said, Mrcela, come on, man.
You know, I sometimes like to play that ball.
I've noticed that with you guys too. I feel like the dynamics in the relationship you have
Yeah.
is like it's embodied the back line. You know what I mean? I feel like your communication with each other, the passion that you have in the back line,
sure.
you know, feeds on Claire and Traore, where for me, we're probably one of the most impenetrable defences in the league. Honestly, our defensive record is pretty close.
The standings say that. The numbers show that.
I really
100%.
believe like that, like especially partnership as a centre backs. It's not just about on training on the field in game day. You have to have a good relationship
1,000,000%.
outside of the
Sure,
training, you know. And we have that,
Yep.
and we push each other, and we
Respect is important, you know.
Yep.
yeah, and we like to like analyze our game. You know, we ask coaching staff get us those clips, you know, to see body position, how deep we are, how high we are in certain moments, because we always want to improve. And for me to have somebody like him that has that extra experience of big games, it's
You
for me,
use that,
it's-
yeah.
I
You
use
use
it,
that, yeah.
you know, and he knows that I can help him also to play better in
feed off
certain
each other.
moments, you know. So I think
I think it's
we have a
important.
good balance there, and it's so far been good, but I think we can still improve a lot.
Sure.
You know, and we're gonna just get better as the.
So from what I understand, you're very honest with each other, yeah?
Of course, yeah. Sometimes he will tell me sometimes, even on training, I will tell him sometimes something, and he will respect my opinion. And sometimes I see a situation better than him, you know. So
But
it's
that's good
to
character.
help each other.
Because, you know, obviously if you have someone that's 35, played in Europe, won many trophies, when you give him feedback, he could turn around to you and say, well, who the fuck are you?
If he would do that, then I'll say,
You know what I mean?
it's not going to be good. You know,
No, but he's got a
because
good bond.
I'm not going to feel comfortable next to him.
yeah.
But he made me feel comfortable, made me feel valuable.
He
you
showed
know.
that respect.
And that's why I'm, you know, showing what I can do, you know, even more. And not just that.
I should tell everyone, even the young players,
Yeah.
you know, if I do something wrong, man, you can tell me, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter for
Yeah,
me, you know. I will listen, you know, and I will analyze myself and say, okay, you are right, you know, no problem.
And I think to add to us, you know, goalkeeper is also important for us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, of
us
course.
three, you know, it's like a core of the defense. And then you can, you know, help the right back, left back, the defensive midfield. But us three, we need to have that connection. Whoever plays in that position.
How is Thomas on the field? How is he?
He's
Like,
loud.
with
I
you
can,
guys, like
you know, when I win a
communication-wise.
header, he wins. You can always hear
You
him.
can always
Bravo,
hear him.
Marcelo. Bravo.
'Cause on TV,
And
it doesn't seem like.
Yeah, you can.
But
You
so,
can
yeah.
see everything. Yeah,
Okay.
you can
But on
hear
TV, you
everything.
can't really
He's
hear
there.
it.
He's always there. In the
Oh, you
moment,
can't hear
you
it
know.
with a drum near our head.
Actually, we have a team that we are really positive.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Even in difficult moments, we try to keep you know, positive mindset on the game. So that's really important. You know, not everyone gonna feel good in the game. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you sleep. You are humans. You know,
Of course.
sometimes you sleep bad. Sometimes you know you fight with your wife. You know,
You have a
sometimes
bad
your
day.
kids
Always
are
fight,
sick.
no?
You know,
One fight with the wife.
and I say,
We never win. We never win that
my
fight.
wife because you know she watch your live to be sure that I'm here.
Don't worry, my wife's doing the same.
You guys are gonna get in trouble, so I say no. I'm going there. You know, to be sure.
Here's the link.
Here's the link. No, but I just want to say that I had a really good experience with the partners in the defense that come from this part of the world. You know, I had one Serbia, Tosic.
Yeah.
You know, it was Serbia.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy guy.
Crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
I've also what's his name? What's Mitrovic? You know,
Mitrovic.
from Croatia. And now I have this guy here from Croatia as well. You know.
Yeah, but he's the better guy. The better can't get away from them. You can't get away.
They're everywhere.
No, so I'm happy that I always have a good relationship with this kind of guys, and I always play good beside them.
Mrcela, I want to ask you. So last year, Reece Williams gets injured. You get called to the club as an emergency signing. I understand it was 10 games.
Yeah.
10 games. In that 10 games, did you feel you have a point to prove, or did you say, "Look, I got to impress here because I want to stay here a bit longer"? Was there pressure there for you last season?
It was pressure, but like I was fully motivated. Like I had a tough period before coming here. So
In India?
in India, but even before that, like I was, I think, 10 months with our club when I left Perth. So I was waiting for a good opportunity, and I was like, let's say, rejecting some offers, and then all of a sudden COVID spiked up even more, and I was home. So I was really, fired to, let's go. I want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to really go to India because I feel my level is better. But
Yeah.
I had to go there.
No other option.
Yeah.
Support, yeah.
So when the boss called me and said, "Look, I have this list of defenders, but when I heard that you're a possibility, I want you." Like, it was a no-brainer. I said,
Yeah.
"I want to come." I called my agent. I said, "Whatever it takes,
Get it done.
get out of this contract and get there." So there was a lot to prove, but for me it was like a second chance to get back to the high level. For me, A-League is a good level,
Yeah, yeah.
very good level, much better than India. So those 10 games, I think it started good, and I really felt we 100% will get to the top 6 with the quality, but then unfortunately some games, those draws, Central Coast, Brisbane, didn't go our way. But after a few games, the boss always has an honest relationship with me. He already told me, "I want you here next year." So
And then they gave you, what was it, a 2-year contract? 2-year contract. How good's that, huh?
so I'm really grateful to him, because he gave me the second chance, and as soon as I came here, he kind of gave me the keys of the defense leadership role, and
This is yours.
played me straight away even when I was probably 60% fit. He played me the derby, he said, "You'll get through it." He believed in me, and that gave me confidence, and I still have that confidence.
Because when you came, you had like youngsters partnership, and now
Yeah,
you got
I
a bit
feel
older. Jancha, yeah.
Johnny contributes. And
He's come back, by the way. Jancha.
come back,
To
sorted that.
Newcastle.
Newcastle,
yeah.
Fortunately, he didn't have too much game time in Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
Confidence is really important for us.
100%.
So that's what I was going to come to. You talk about, the boss obviously giving you that confidence, and from what we talk with a lot of the players, ex-players as well, Rudin is a very good man manager. He'll give you the confidence, and by the way, he's watching, so shout out the boss. Hey.
He's got his eye on me. He's got his eye.
He doesn't like banana.
Don't like me. We'll work it out. We'll bring him here for Derby. We'll bring him
Yeah,
here.
he's on our next Derby show. So has that played a big part in both of you? Is that he's always believing in you, the management there?
also like an ex-defender, you know, you have that relationship.
You know how we feel.
He understands
That's the big difference,
every time of the game how it is for us. You know, is it when it's hard, when it's good. You know, so he understands us and he gives us good feedbacks. Not just him. You know, you have Adam Griffiths there as an ex centre back also. Even Eddie Bosner, he was an ex centre back.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
for me, it's a blessing to have them three plus him.
Well,
You know, there's experience all around me, and I'm already in that stage where I'm experienced, but I feel like I'm getting now to my full potential. And I didn't want to end my career whenever that is. In 5 years' time, 2 years' time. I don't want to regret not playing my full potential. And I'm feeling I'm getting there now.
almost there.
Almost there. I have still something more to add, you know, and I'll...
Another goal?
Yeah. I'm 1-0 there. I'm 1-0 there.
You need to get on one corner. You need to get on that. Saturday we
Yeah, that's something you need to improve. We need to score more. Man.
Yeah.
You clear everything in defense in the attacking corner. I
He
don't see
also
it.
cleans.
Other way.
I'm like, no, we're attacking now.
But we are in work in progress. You know, that's
No, I think when we get one set piece, it's gonna come. You know, few of them.
Now, you get up well for the attacking headers. It's just, I feel like we're not getting over it. You know what I mean?
Look, every club, you know, if we concede one from the set piece, the boss will be angry at us. And every club is like that.
Yeah,
Every coach doesn't want to concede from set pieces.
Yep.
So it's not easy to score them, but as Marcelo said, we can be better.
Yeah.
Maybe timing, maybe just a little bit better in
Is he
attacking.
I feel like he's getting the good positions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Positioning is a perfect.
There was one on the weekend, I think. When
You had a good
I
chance.
think they jumped too early.
Scheme your head. Hey, do you play zonal or man for man in defensive corners?
Zonal. Part of a zonal, part of a man.
I see. Well, it's obviously working because we haven't copped a lot of goals from set pieces.
This weekend,
I don't believe in this, man. I believe in hard work. You know, we are working really hard for to perform well. You know, every day. I think we are training more than every club in here, Australia. You know, that's what Mister told us that we need to do to be successful, and we are doing that. You know, and we are working really hard to be on the top. You know, you can touch it 100 times. The wood doesn't change anything. You know, if you don't perform well, if you don't run, you know, you can't win the game like that. You know, so.
We work hard
work
during
really
the
hard,
preseason. That was for me personally my hardest preseason ever.
Just conditioning.
Everything.
During the World Cup break, how hard did he push you?
Hold on. You're not allowed to talk about the World Cup.
World Cup break, the break, not the World Cup, the break.
You mean quarterfinals? What?
I go home. I go. We had a big discussion before we started. No World Cup involved.
No more.
That's why you didn't grab him here.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, we won 5 times World Cup, so yeah, okay.
No one can say anything.
Please.
230 million to us.
He's right.
No, how was the training during?
Yeah, we work hard, of course. Yeah. We work hard even now. But it wasn't crazy hard or something. Like we had a lot of games. You know, I think how long was it? 3-4 weeks. The break. So we had 2-3 games to keep our match fitness, and we had some players coming back from injury that needed those games more than some others. So it was good. It's nothing to do with the results after the World Cup.
I think that's what he's trying to say. I'll ask you. Did you just burn out in that period?
No. Football, man. It's football, man.
Some of the games didn't go
No,
our way.
I would say that this hard period is important to make us improve as well.
Yeah.
You know, if everything goes perfect, I think no one in the world can work like that.
Yeah.
You know, so the hard moments, guide us to.
You build the
improve,
character.
to build the character, you know. So now we are stronger than before.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
we are more solid, than before.
I think
That's how it is.
They say you don't want to peak too early.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't
You
want
want to win every game.
Of course,
It's
you
not
want
possible.
Ideally.
So
I think that's why the win on the weekend was so important. Like having 4 draws and now get this win before the derby, it sets it up. I think hopefully you just win now and find that rhythm again.
Yeah, and I'm sure that for them it's a revenge. But for us it's a consolidation. You know, it's important, bro.
consolidation.
He likes those words.
Hey, I gotta ask you, Marcelo. Hey, listen. Hey, we're sitting here the other day.
I give him a word this week. He was like, "Hey, it's not a football. It's not a football."
Hey, we're sitting here the other week and we planned this, and we messaged you, and then Stos us. He goes, Marcelo speak good English.
Of course he does. Look at him.
I said, no, because
He speaks better than me.
I speak, and I said, bro, I'm sure he does. Like I talked to him, I chat to him, and then he said, well, where the fuck did he learn English from? Because he went from Brazil to Poland.
Hey, a survivor, bro. You know, a survivor.
So explain how you learned English, bro.
Good English.
You read a lot of books. Yeah, you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I read all the books. You know, I one of my best friends is Atiba Henderson. He's
Oh,
from
Canada, yeah.
And we played together. We played 3 years together in PSV and Oven. And was a funny moment that in PSV because I was learning English, and then I want to say that I'm improving in the English. You know, I'm improving myself in English. And I tell everyone in the dress, hey, I'm getting big in English, man. Bro, they make fun of, hey, all year they make fun about that.
Big English. Big English.
I was like, wait, okay, no problem. Okay, I will come back. You know?
So you
And I
obviously
started
studied.
studying actually by myself, you know. And I mean, I don't speak perfect, but I can communicate. I
very
can
good,
survive.
man.
you know?
Very good. It's actually very
See how good it's become because now you're in an English-speaking country.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's helps out.
I'm learning a lot of things here actually. You know? I'm not allowed to speak in the Australian English, you know.
There was a
Hey mate.
Or
What's up,
bulk.
mate?
Good day, mate. Good day, mate. He, on corner, this not last corner, but yeah, last 10 minutes of it, he started talking Portuguese with me. Tell me something. We need to work on this. You know, there was one striker. He came on. You know, he's going different than Priovic. And he was trying to explain me, and he's talking in Portuguese. And English.
You should have told him in ALEAGUE, but yeah, but that's
We have players from different countries. No,
Yeah.
Even and the French players. Sometimes in the game, I speak French with them, and then I remember that I want to give information to Oli. I was speaking French. Oli was like, and yeah, I mean,
So I think Dumbia is French. He spoke French on the weekend.
Yeah, he's French.
yeah.
Whatever.
Brother,
Can you
Brother,
translate? Can you translate?
Why every game you start trouble, bro?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Every game trouble, bro.
Which game?
bro?
Yellows.
Yeah.
2 yellows came because of him. He starts something. I come just to calm it down. Yellow card. So
Yeah, you know when the boys have a fight, the one of them will start, but it means everyone has to run in. You know? So I
People
think,
think I'm the bad boy of football.
but you built that image.
No.
You have that image.
Stick up for your boys,
No,
man.
I'm just, I'm kind of the guy that I try to help my team, you know. You know, for example, the last game against Western United, the French guy, first corner, you know, he come into our area zone, you know, he tried to push someone. I say, come on, man, our home here. You don't push it. Come on, let's go.
Not here.
And then I start to argue with him. I say, hey, come on, man. Hey, go away. You know?
he's a big boy, huh?
Huh?
He is a big
boy.
boy.
Hey,
I was scared.
I learned with my father. You know, always give the first. And if you come back home and you lose the fight, you know, you're gonna lose at home again. You know? No, I'm joking.
That's good to see. Even the derby, the first derby, like you were in there giving it to Sydney, grabbing, pushing. No,
man,
it's
come on.
beautiful. That's what you want.
Actually, they try to intimidate us, you know.
Yeah.
But we are that too, man. We are men as well, you know.
Bro, we didn't have this. We didn't have this
We haven't had
before.
this for
Let's
a
be
long
honest. Yeah, you're here. We have on paper great squad, but the character wasn't there. You know, the belief, and I think we didn't really have anyone to kind of back us up. The older boys, right? And a lot of these youngsters, they looked up, and there wasn't much leadership there. I'm not saying we haven't had great captains, but we haven't had someone that. And we used to say this when there's a little,
There's a hunger.
there's a little push and shove.
Yeah.
There's none of the older boys used to go in and help
Sometimes
the
you
younger
win.
boys.
You win the game there.
Win the
You
game.
win
You win the
those
game.
moments,
It's
you
a
know.
psychological.
I'll say we haven't had the two pairing like this since top of Stanley and Beecham, I'd say, from our first season.
First season.
You probably don't know.
10 years
He
ago.
knows who they are.
9 years ago.
10 years ago. We haven't had
But
this.
Stanley, he played now. Against
Oh,
On
you
the
played
weekend.
against
Oh,
them.
yeah?
He was there.
He has the afro.
Oh, okay.
He's a lot older now.
But yeah, I think it's so important, bro. And you know, he's saying I don't like that bad boy image, but I think it's a good image to have because not only do the youngsters feel like, all right, I've got someone here that's going to protect me. I think the fans see that and they get more passionate as well.
And
Because,
choose the RBTV.
bro, when we're watching it, you know, and we see this, we want to chant louder. You know, we
Like
get more
also,
passionate.
He's not doing it in a fake way.
No,
That's
it's
natural.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not trying to act hard.
Yeah,
It's inspirational, I think. Everyone,
Just,
you know what
bro,
I mean?
you know that first corner, I'm saying, bro, don't get a yellow. Don't get a yellow.
Don't get a yellow.
Oh, don't do nothing stupid,
Yeah,
bro.
The boss even talked with
had the
us.
pressure a lot in the week about
The
that.
boss
huh?
even talked with us, and first minute he's getting a
This
yellow
time,
almost. I moved away. I'm like, far away.
I'm not doing this,
I'm not
brother.
gonna get it.
You know, Charles, when you go into the game, you forgot whatever.
Yeah, of course.
You don't
of
even
course.
think if you have
Even
the yellow
sometimes
light.
I'm like, now he's here, so he gets more that attention because he kind of more louder.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like in my career, I sometimes say something to the ref or to the opposition, and then I'm thinking, I'm not even close that way outside of the football.
Yeah.
But that's
It
what
changes
brings,
you,
in
it
the game,
changes
it
you.
brings you. The,
And this ref was tough, huh? This
Yeah,
ref, huh?
I'll-
Iranian.
I know him.
Iran.
Him, I say,
He
hey,
doesn't
ref, he
talk.
say, don't talk to me. I was like, okay, man.
No, not today. Not today.
I was like,
He's from Iran.
okay, so
Oh, yeah?
Let's hope we get him again. He's a very good ref.
I think he's a good
Very
ref.
tough
He's very fair.
Very lenient.
No.
Yeah? You don't think
I
so?
like. I hope he's not listening this.
Oh, he's got his back. Always got his back.
So you boys ready for this weekend or what? Yeah, mentally. What goes? I was asking him before I ask you as well. Does a mental mindset change when it's derby week?
Look, we always say, you can use those cliches like it's a 3-point game, but it's a little bit different. We know that for you guys, for the club, for the community, it's a different game, and it's different for us also. So you always give that a little bit of extra. And you had niggles. You don't talk about niggles.
Niggles,
this week,
yeah.
You don't want to get
You wanna
yourself out
play.
of the squad or something. So it's different, but it's also different for them also. Probably.
Of course,
So
of course.
we need to match that.
I
Not
think
match. We need to be.
Harder for them because they lost the first derby.
Yeah, of course.
There's more pressure there to
And I
now.
think the derby suits more Western Sydney Wanderers than we're like a little bit more harder,
Is where
aggressive.
Wogs, you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. 100%. 100%. So you want to use that also in our advantage and
always-
show the quality, the
They
football
always
quality.
think they're better than us from where they are, Eastern Sydney and stuff like that. So when you guys win, it's like we're proving it's bigger than football for us. A derby is generally bigger than
I
football.
think
It's just
you saw it last derby.
yeah.
The emotion that he poured out onto
Oh,
the field.
that was unbelievable.
when
That
you
was-
scored, like you went
Amazing.
straight to Rude, it was just scenes. Like honestly,
It was like, for me, it's best moment in my career so far.
Wow.
That game.
That was really nice.
You
I
know, the
appreciate
win
that.
and the experience, even before the game, even when I came for the warm-up, you guys were already there, full stand away from home, Never happened. I never saw that in any derby in the world. What you
world,
said,
yeah, that's what I say.
I know when Dinamo comes against Hajduk, they have a small little box, 1,000 of them. They try to be loud, but there's 35,000 of the home fans.
You don't hear him much.
You don't hear them. Here, we were hearing you guys.
Wow.
The 90 minutes.
So we were louder.
Yeah, of course. And especially after the goal.
Yeah, of course.
I thought we're not going to play anymore because you guys were. I'm like, fuck.
Don't worry, Bosna,
Okay, maybe we'll win this game, but
you see
deduction
Eddie?
points.
Don't worry, Bosna came over, he ran over. Get back inside. This guy, he didn't know at the time who he was. He's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Tough guy, huh?
Some guy came in and said, hey, get the fuck back on the field. I said, what the fuck are you, bro? You know what I mean? Because as fans, we're passionate. And one of the boys said, that's Eddie, the boss. I was sorry, bro. I don't want to start trouble with you.
You know what? I'm Christian. I go to the church, right? The pastor of our church and his friends, he went to the game. He stayed with you guys there.
Oh, did he?
I swear, man. I was
there's blood on our side.
You know what I say? You know what I say? Hey, I can't believe they stand for 2 hours, and screaming and supporting the team. That's unbelievable. It was the best experience in my life. You say that?
Wow.
Well, see,
No, really,
that's the passion, bro.
really, no, really.
If you said to us now, stand here for 2 hours, I wouldn't last 1 minute. But because of adrenaline,
Yeah.
we obviously want to win the game. We're pushing you
And
guys.
for us, it's really important, man. It's like the I said that the player number 12 for us. You guys, the supporters push us. When you need some more motivation, you guys. That's
Not just you guys behind the goal. There was a lot of patches.
Yeah, it was a lot, man.
When we scored, I can
lot.
see, Wanderers show this and that. It was beautiful, yeah.
We've always
Amazing.
turned up for derbies, and we'll be
And
there
it's
this
sweeter
Sunday.
to win away from home,
100%.
And not only that, it's the first game in the new stadium, first derby in the new
Yeah, so
stadium.
the
Oh,
Milos
yeah.
thing,
So they haven't won.
all the
Yeah.
things around him. If he scored that goal, it would be even
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Imagine that. Oh my God.
He wouldn't stop talking.
How many times did he brought that moment
I
up?
was like, Nico, please, man.
I
score
told
a goal,
we go
man."
together on the training, because we live next to each other. I was talking 1 week. You done it on purpose. You missed it on purpose.
I think
when
he had too much time.
When
He
you
had too
look,
much time.
when
Yeah.
you look
Yeah.
back at it, I think he drew him in because he had option to shoot right or left, but he left his legs open,
Yeah.
Redmayne, and he drew him in and he caught him out like
He
that.
didn't know
That's
should
why-
he
that's my
dribble
opinion.
him or play next to him or high. But
He had too much. He
think
had
the
too many
emotion
options.
got the best of him,
Too
man.
much time.
Imagine that moment for him there.
like he said, like he
it would have been
he
hard.
he's
buckled,
not
yeah?
selfish, you know. He says like that was maybe that brought us the win, you know. Who knows what will happen after? He said lose 2-1, you know. So you never know why that was good.
Yeah,
know.
you can't question. As long as we got the 3 points,
Of course.
He redeemed. He set it up.
Yeah.
Win is the more important.
of course.
How's Yenny feeling now after scoring a few goals? And Bakatu, how's he feeling now? Because he's got a couple of goals now. I feel like he's finding his
Full of
stride now.
confidence.
He's
in my
confident now,
opinion,
yeah?
Full of confidence.
Was he a bit shy at the start?
Not shy. He had a little bit problems with injuries, you know.
Yeah.
So he came. You know, for foreigners, he knows he can say maybe better, like to adapt on the
it's tough. It's
preseason.
tough. You know, a lot of things change. You know, the pitch. You know, the
weather.
weather is really
Lifestyle,
it's more hot here.
I know when I came to Perth my first year, I couldn't stand the weather, especially there. I had niggles. I had always stop and go. You know, play 5, get injured. Play a little bit, then get injured.
Soft
again.
tissue?
Yeah. So Yenny had those problems a little bit at the beginning, but now after the World Cup, I think he stepped up.
Now it's proven that it's really important for us.
Yeah.
He
No,
can score a
he's
few
very-
goals against Central Coast and the last game as well.
Quality.
Quality
And I
player.
think that World Cup break actually helped him. You know, maybe
Get right.
maybe you guys will say it killed our momentum, but for some players like him, like Oli, like I don't know who else was injured, it
Yeah,
helped them,
Oli.
you know,
Helps a lot,
because
helps
now
a lot.
you can see what they mean to us. You know, even Oli, you know, playing good, scoring some goals. You know,
How's Barella at training? Is he quiet or?
Nah.
he's
No way, he's quiet. He's not
He's not quiet. He's not quiet.
What's
He's
your
the funnest guy in the
celebration?
team.
Yeah.
I don't know. He never
One day swimming, one day doing
day
turns.
backflips.
he keeps it for himself and then just does it.
It's just a surprise.
Mano has a lot of energy, man.
Mariners game, they scored the first goal. They came to us, did this, yeah?
Yeah.
I said, whoever scores better from our team better come to us. He scores the goal. I'm waiting for him to come. He's doing a cartwheel with me on the field. Oh, come on, bro. You know?
No, for me, Brandon is the player that gives the most in the training session every single day. You know,
Sometimes
he,
even too much.
too much.
Oh, we see it
Unbelievable.
on the field. It's ridiculous.
I told him this game after 60 minutes, calm down. You know, you don't have to like
Kill yourself.
run sprints every single action. You know, we need you 90 minutes, not 80 minutes. You know, so training, he doesn't know 50%. He either goes 100
you got
or
this
0. You know,
Germany mentality.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
In Germany, they are always like this.
he was there for
And,
5-6 years.
5-6 years, yeah. Just
Still-
100%.
You can tell that
100%,
he
100%.
has different mentality than some Australian players around here.
So Marcelo, I want to come back to, you know, when you first came here, you seen the club.
Yeah.
Did you say, all right, some shit needs to change here? Or something's not right here? You could be honest because we at the moment we're in a good stage.
Yeah.
I think, and you said with the youth, the things are changing, the mentality is changing, even at youth level. Did you come here and say, especially after you got announced as captain, that all right, we got to change the mentality here?
Yeah, actually, so when I spoke first time with the coach, you know, with the coach, he said to me that he wanted me to come here to help him to build a different team, you know.
Is this on the phone?
It's on the phone, yeah.
Where are you at this stage?
I was playing golf. I was in France playing golf.
Bale, maybe.
And you go, who the fuck is this?
And then I received a call from him and Eddie. You know, we chat on a FaceTime, and then he say, Marcelo, hey, you'll be very important for us. You know, I want you to come here. I say, Coach, I'm not going there. If I go, I'm not going there for holidays. I'm going there to get something to
Win
give
trophies.
something back. You know, because football gives me a lot of things. You know, I want to give something back as well, and I want that to help. You know, and I say yes, okay. So yeah, we actually from the first day we changed a lot of things naturally, huh? Especially the this mentality, the winning mentality in the training session. You know, to give our best in the training session. In the games, you know,
It's a culture, yeah?
the culture, yeah. The winning culture is we are implementing now in our club. That's gonna make a lot of difference for the future. You know.
He already changed a lot before you even came. You know, he was already the process.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was a
like,
process, of course. Of
probably
course.
since the boss
Yeah.
came, he already
course.
started that process. You know.
Yeah.
No, we can see it. It's credit to you guys and credit to everyone who's brought in. This is the club that we fell in love with from the start. Like represent this area, working class, going hard every game. And last couple of years or last 6 years, we lost that. And then the end of last season, you could kind of see it. And this season, it's like I said to him, it's like a rebirth of the club. It's like we're back, and we can see it in your playing style. We can see how much you two muck around with each other. And it's just a credit to you guys that whatever you're doing with the youngsters, it's also working.
What do you mean muck around?
Like joking with each other. Yeah, not muck around, bro. Relax.
It's a good relationship.
Yeah, no, it's a good relationship that you guys have. We see it on the field. We see it off the field. It's
chemistry.
It is chemistry, and it's so important to us to see it because we're proud. Like I kept saying, like it's not just a different jersey you wear. It's what separates us from every other club. It's our area. Like Western Sydney, we're downtrodden, and you guys are bringing that pride back. It's so good to see.
For us that we come from overseas, the most important for us is give the example. You know, like in the training session, you know, train well. You know, in the games, show that why we are here. You know, that's why I try to not just me. You know, Yanni, Roman as well. Now Morgan will come also with a lot of experience. You know,
Milos played
Milos
overseas,
as well.
you know,
Milos, come on, a legend. You know, Mrcela also he has a lot of experience here.
I didn't play like in the clubs.
Oli as well. Oli as well has a lot of experience. So
I played in clubs where there was not too much pressure, and I think pressure is a privilege. You know, like
that's really good.
you want pressure, and here I feel it. Pressure, not just from you guys or from the club, from the coach. You know, you need pressure of results, and that's what you want in football in Europe. Every team has pressure, whether it's promotion, relegation, champions. You know, Champions League sports, Europe League sports. There's so many to fight for. For example, Premier League. You know, there's pressure to be 7th or 8th. You know, because you can be in Europe or not. For example, absolutely. You know. So I love that pressure, and I feel it here, and it's really similar to as a fan of Hajduk. You know, they have that pressure. They didn't win the title for 17 years. They still, the fans are there, crazy. Now there was 25,000 people on the game. They lost 2-1. Next week, there's going to be another 25. Yeah. And the pressure is there. You know, you lose the game, you don't go to the city. You stay home, you order food, you know. And but that pressure, if you don't like it, then you're
not built for it.
You're not built for it. You can play smaller clubs, you can play, you know, MPL level or whatever, to not disrespect anybody, but play just to have fun. For us, it's like a job, business, you know. But privilege because you love it, you know.
You put the pressure on yourselves by wanting to win the champions. Like you've said it, we want to be number one. You're not hiding from it. So that's the pressure that you guys are putting on yourselves to actually achieve it, which is what we want to see. It's Are you guys happy with how the season's going so far? Like where we're sitting in the league? Are you guys content or?
Oh, that word. Favorite word, content.
You're never content. I know you never.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we're trying really hard to be, to keep a team on the top, and that's really important. I always say to everyone, I say, "Chalo, no, man, I see. They have a picture on the kitchen there, from the
previous years when you guys when we
won
won Champions
League. ACL,
And I say one day to all the players that I want to put my picture there.
Us like a team.
I say like as a team.
As a team, yeah.
Because we
Got a
want
selfie.
I think it means selfie.
Selfie?
No, yeah, it's my particular goal. Yeah. But this goal also include everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I don't do anything alone, and child don't do anything, we do like as a team. Nobody does anything in the world alone.
You need to set up some individual goals, but for the team, that's going to help the team also.
I want to put our picture there. I want to represent something for this club for the future, for the young, and say, come on, hey, see these guys, they change things, they change the game, they change the club, they made something different.
You want to leave a footprint.
Yeah, so that's what I'm my personal goal, and also as a group, because we have a really good, I feel that we have a really good team we can do that.
I just want to go back to you're in France, you get the call. Did you say for 1 second, man, I've played Europe most of my career, I'm not going to go to Australia? Or were you, what was the first thought? Be honest.
No, I mean, honestly, I had a discussion with some clubs also in Brazil, my former club, FC Santos, International, whatever, before I signed with Western Wonders. But the coach he transmit a lot of confidence on me. You know, that's what's really important. That's what Mrcela say. You know, when the coach call you, say, hey, you will be important for us. You know, then you say, come on, man. Hey, I will accept it. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it'll be good or not. Honestly, I didn't know so much about Australia. You know, as a country, as a as a nation, but I was like, yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. You know, I say to my wife, she's always in me to say, yeah, you know, say we go. You know?
And now you're here. Looking back, was it the right decision for you?
I think it was the right decision. You know, I'm really happy here. Also, my family is really happy. My wife, my kids, they started school last week. You know, they're improving in English. My wife as well. Me too. I'm improving my English. You know, I feel that, you know, I'm part of this club. You know, I feel like I'm a long time here. You know?
Yeah,
that's really
feel
important.
at home.
I feel at home. Yes. Favelas.
This is Sydney favela.
Bro, on the subject of kids, congratulations. You had a
Thanks,
newborn.
yeah.
What, Lionel?
Lionel, yeah.
Lionel. So tell me, Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi, of
Messi,
course.
yeah.
No Messi. That's not even a subject to talk about. It's no discussion.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
bro.
man. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Beautiful boy, handsome boy.
They're enjoying it here, yeah. Like on the family also, like my family was there for me, like my wife in Perth when I told like I didn't have my good time there in terms of football. I always felt I can give more, but my body wasn't reacting good, and she was there for me, you know, in my dark side of the football career. And now we're both enjoying here, the top, you know.
Do you both see yourselves here for a long time?
You never know in football, but anything can happen. But we love it here. I think I talk for both when I say we love it now, currently here, and it's a good club to be a part of. Good facilities.
We have everything to
we can enjoy football.
to make us perform well.
Yeah.
You know, the highest level. That's important.
Take care of us, you know, the bodies and everything.
All the staff, you know, Elias, Ray, everyone is working continually to keep us in the good form. You know, to try to take the best of us. You know, in the weekend in the game. So.
But you always need to prove yourself.
Prove yourself, yeah, it's important.
You can't get too comfortable, yeah?
Of course,
No, you can't.
What's the relationship? What's the relationship like with Paul Lederer, like the owner, with you guys, for example?
For me, like I met him first. I came here. It was Melbourne Victory game.
Yep.
I came in the morning, and the boss wanted for me to come to meet the boys.
Yep.
And he was there, and first impression was unbelievable.
Yep.
You know, I loved him from the first second. You know, you can say that he has passion, that he loves the club, he loves football, he understands it.
Yep.
And he really wants to build something now. And now he found the right people around him.
Yep.
You know, in the boss, in Eddie, you know, they understand football and he trusts them 100%. And he's just a calm person to talk with, you know. He comes before the games. He's not really often around us.
Yeah.
But whenever he comes, he really gives that calmness, you know, and talks and really gives time to, he tries to give time to every single individual player.
That's
a little
brilliant.
bit, talk a little bit, have a chit-chat, you know. And I really like him.
I think that's good because it's not at every club you'll see the owner come in.
No.
Yeah, usually
How about after the derby? When he was on the field.
Yeah, even now, even the last game, he was on the field.
Yeah. If you look at his history, you know, he doesn't need to be there, man.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean
that means
he works.
something,
He works now.
He works
even harder than he worked before. You know, he's always from early mornings to late nights. You know, so even now, West United, he was on the pitch with us. You know,
show that he's really, you know, connected with the club, with the team. That's really important.
To be honest, I talked with him last week after Central Coast, after Newcastle actually, and he said, "We're getting there. We're playing good because we had a good game against Newcastle, good game against Central Coast. We didn't get the wins, but he saw
it's in the signs.
Yeah, he said we just need one win and we'll go there. We got it now.
Perfect time, before the derby.
You can see now slowly stuff are coming together. The last couple of weeks now. I've been very impatient because, I mean, we've been suffering at this club. Honestly, we've been suffering now. Rebuild's finally there, and then I can see something's building now. I'm seeing the light now for me now.
17.
These guys really seen
How
it,
many
but
players? Like 15, 16 new players. It's not easy.
It takes time to mould.
It takes time, but
impatient.
yeah.
I've been down that
we
path.
all are. We all want to, start straight away good. You know, and we started good.
You started real good.
Normally need at least 1 year or 2 years to build a really good team, you know. And these guys are doing something really.
I've been waiting
Tough
6, 7
as
years.
But you know-
Honestly.
You know what the problem was with us is, it's not only we weren't winning anything, but the neighbors were winning.
Yeah.
And
That's worse.
it's worse,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
because the people you hate is
Yeah.
winning, lifting the trophy, and it's like, when are we gonna be there? You know, when are we gonna have our turn? And I think first time this year in a long time, the boys can agree. We're saying maybe this is the year. You know, and,
It's possible. I'm
This
sure
is
it's possible. Yeah.
100%.
you
That's
know,
the only thing we haven't won, the grand final.
Like you
That's
said,
gonna
like,
be
are
the
we
photo.
happy with the? We're happy with the position. Like number 2 is good, but we're not happy how far we are from in terms of points because we dropped some points.
Yeah.
You know, 2 points here, 2 points there. If we're 3-4 points behind City,
You're close.
I would say we're happy
Yeah,
because we played them one more time. You know,
yeah, you can
Yeah.
close the gap.
yeah. We can still close it, but you know, we made it harder for ourselves. But
course.
second position right now, it's pretty good. You know?
Especially in this league, I think if you get a couple wins,
Yeah.
fly
I
up.
can
a
change
couple,
very
but
quickly.
couple losses, you can drop. So
See how close it is. Even Western United, if they won last week, us,
yeah,
they would be 3-4 points behind us.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
crazy.
it's crazy.
Crazy league.
And they're second last. So it's not like we were clear favourites to win the game. You know?
Exactly.
Tough game, but he's got to cross the line.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. I mean, we could have scored more goals.
Oh, well, we're starting to dominate games, you know, and
Yeah,
it
that's
gives
what
us
I'm saying
confidence,
before.
even for us in defense. You know, when we see where we're creating chances, you know, it's easier to defend when we have the ball. You know, it's easier to defend.
I think even in attack now, we're creating a lot more.
And we need to be honest. Our offensive side is helping us a lot to
A
defend.
lot.
Huh?
Yeah, they work. They work.
They
Right, yeah.
work really hard.
We
for-
wouldn't be
for
the
us.
best defender in the league
Yeah.
without Brendan doing
Start from the
runs,
top,
uh,
yes.
Brendan is running
Yenny,
a
you
lot,
know,
you know,
Cass
Yenny.
before injury, you know, Milos when he was playing, you know, they were doing a lot.
That's
Another little workhorse in the team that we all like, favourite. Neuenhoff, man. Speak to me about him because this bloke, for us, is ridiculous.
player, man.
Ridiculous.
For me, he was actually training with me in the off season also, you know. So they signed him and Elias knows him from Sydney, our SNC. So he knows his history a little bit, had some problems with injury. So he also came earlier before preseason, worked a lot with him. And he just, from day one of preseason, he was just growing. And then obviously got a chance round 1. And from the first minute, he
How's
done
that
that,
go?
You can't
done
drop
that
him.
little dribbling, if you remember, in the first 5 minutes.
He play every game, huh?
Yeah.
Play every minute.
Very good
Yeah.
boy.
And he's still far from full potential.
Yeah, that's
He was,
scary
he,
thing.
he was stressing me out with the slide tackles at the end last game.
Yeah, I
he
actually
would've got a
told him
yellow
today.
card.
I told
He
him
would've been
today
out.
you were lucky that he gave advantage.
Yeah, so stressing
He said,
out.
yeah, I
He's
know.
done well. None of you's got a yellow. He's very smart. Very smart.
yeah.
Play really smart.
Seeing this guy first minute, like, don't do it, bro. Come on.
Everybody,
I already wanted to tell him he's scared of Derby. You know, he wanted on purpose getting scared.
Finding a way out.
Never, Joe. Never. That's the game I like the most.
Schneiderlin. How's he like going? Is he?
Yeah, he's new here. So as I say, it's really hard when you come first.
Jet lag still.
Jet lags. Yeah, still.
Of course.
I'm glad that his family arrived yesterday.
You speak French?
Yeah, I speak French. Yeah.
Fluent?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many languages you speak?
Few language.
I can imagine, like, honestly.
Turkish you can speak?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing?
Arkadaş, abi.
Yeah.
Abi.
Yeah.
Few words.
So he has a great history in his career. He played Manchester United, he played Everton, he played Nice, he played national team. Oh man, what you can expect from a player that play all this?
That's
You
pedigree.
can see the quality straight
It's
away,
quality,
but
yeah,
it takes
yeah.
time to adapt on the
Yeah.
style of play
Yeah.
and the conditions and the
I'm sure you're gonna be
new country.
very important for us as well.
100%.
He's trying to. Marcelo as captain, do you help him outside of football? It's,
Yeah, we try. We discuss. and
so he
then we
feels
come-
at home, obviously.
Yeah, at home now. He has his own home. His family is here. So now things are
That's
will be
good.
easier for him.
His
Settled.
English is very good also.
Yeah, English.
no
Yeah.
problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Should be. He was in England for
Yeah,
many years.
Yeah. I took like maybe 2 months for my family to arrive, so for him was also quicker. So that's really important, When you have your family, you can play. You think only about football.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really important. And I'm sure that he will help us a lot.
So obviously, if your family's happy, you think that translate to you being better on the field. 100%, yeah.
Yeah. When I arrived to Sydney from India, my family was in Croatia, and there was a little bit delays with visa also. I was waiting for that. I play games while you're waiting. You keep asking questions to the club. You know what's happening. When they come, it's just you're relaxed.
You're right. Now you could focus.
Yeah, you focus on football. You know they're there next to you, supporting you. Different.
Actually, you just see with the history of football, the players that doesn't have family, they are single. You know,
Neymar.
they have a trouble in their careers. You know,
Too much time.
too much time, man. You know, and then you go,
Adriana.
to discotheque, and then you go. Today with the social media, you can find easy things. You know, a lot of temptation. And then when you have a family, you have a wife, kids. Don't have to have kids, but if you have someone that is waiting for you at home,
It's easier.
easy to
when you lose a game.
Where are you?
Huh?
Where are you?
Yeah, it's important. When you don't have so much rules, to follow, then it's dangerous.
I find that since I'm a father, before when you lose a game, you can't sleep. You're thinking about the game. Even now, if you lose, of course you think. But when you come home, your little
You realize there's bigger things
he
in
runs
life.
to you, and then you can at least a little bit rest of football for a couple of hours, and then you're gonna when he sleeps, you're gonna think about it. So
family
it's,
is really important. Family is really important.
Absolutely. Just quickly, obviously, because the derby's this weekend, and that's probably our biggest rivalry in A-League in football, because of the hatred we have for each other. I feel like there's another rivalry that's starting to slowly begin now, and that's the Central Coast Mariners. Would you agree?
I'm so excited to play
we
them.
play them in 3 weeks' time.
I know. I love it, man. I know. I look forward for that.
We didn't even finish the game, and we
Listen.
didn't even enter the tunnel after the game to the locker rooms. He's telling me, Tommy, are we playing them again? I'm saying, yeah, I think so. I can't wait.
We have our little.
Get a yellow
Hey,
card
listen.
against them.
We have our
Oh,
little
bro.
people who give us messages, but who gave you the message that his ribs hurt?
I don't know. I don't know who gave it, but we knew that.
Someone gave it.
Did you touch him to feel it, like to see if he's okay?
He run next to me. I'm playing right centre back, and in the middle of the game, he run past me. I'm like, Marcelo, where are you going, man? He has to introduce himself.
He's chasing the guy's ribs.
Then I saw Cummings there. I'm like,
we play with the head,
Smart.
and with
100%.
the heart.
course.
So I try to, destabilize him a little bit. It's normal. I'm not mean to be.
It's not personal.
Not personal, not unfair. Oh, just to.
Anything to get you a win.
the funny thing, he ends up scoring with the rib.
With the rib.
Yeah.
No, but I was looking. Obviously, the footage came out after of the tunnel when you said it.
The all access.
And but you look at it. I think you had your first, and you had the youngsters, the bench wearing the bibs in front of you.
Yeah.
And I was saying this on the last show. As a youngster, you hear your captain talking like that to their best player. It's like, all right, man. Like, we're not.
But you know what? Before the game, in the tunnel, they provoke us as well. Huh? They say, yeah, let's win against them again. I say, no, my friend, come on.
Not
let's
happening
go.
today. Yeah.
Oh no, respect.
We were
Huh?
pretty pumped for that game. Yeah,
Respect it, you know?
I think you can see on the pitch when we played them.
Of course.
So
I think we deserved the win, but
Yeah.
And then,
I believe you did deserve
Yeah,
a win. You
yeah.
played good football in that game.
we should finish that game.
Yeah.
Exciting game.
But now it's our rivals 100%.
rivalry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
For next game.
And they all want to, they all want to beat Western Sydney Wanderers.
Yep.
You like maybe the club didn't have success last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, but it had big success before that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of players want to be in this club. A lot of coaches want to coach this club, when they see the club from the outside.
Of course.
I feel like like you're saying now, like even before when we used to have it, we've got Sydney United here, Bonnering and all those teams like that. I feel like when those clubs play against the Australian side, more side teams, that they give everything just to beat them. You know what I mean?
Like in the Australia Cup final.
Yeah, they just want to beat you. They give everything, but
It's a
then the
bigger
following
club.
week they lose. They don't give that same effort.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So I get what you're saying.
I think the first guy who scored came from our youth academy. He used to be at Wanderers, so I think that's why he came over. I don't know what happened, but
We thought he was first in the game.
Oh, so he done that too. I saw. I didn't see it.
He done that
clearly,
to
yeah.
us.
Everyone has your personal motivation. You need to understand and respect it, But
You're looking forward to the next one, huh?
I'm looking forward to next game.
I done to Melbourne Victory fans this, and I don't know
I
why I
know.
done it. I was just in the moment.
Marcelo.
What were you thinking? Nothing against them. Nothing. You know, like it was a good goal, good run. I'll just spice it up a little bit.
I said to one of the boys next to me, I go, did he used to play for Melbourne?
That's what I said. Sometimes I don't even think what I do.
No, he goes Perth,
No,
not
but you
Melbourne.
could see you in 2 frames of mind. You did it, and then you were like, oh, you went
I think the adrenaline pumping, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
What about talk us through that game when you went on the?
He
when
was
you
telling
went
me,
on the
come
run."
back.
You went on the run. You
Like,
took off. See you later. And you kept going. You passed the way. You kept going.
I was running. I was telling Marcelo, organize somebody there. No, it was a space. I had to go. You know,
Yeah.
I like to do that. You know, that's kind of my style of play. You know, I like to. If I see space, I like to drive with the
Yeah.
ball. You know, and
You
that's-
threw him off hard because
Yeah.
I think they were looking too.
Yeah.
Where the hell's he going?
that's how I was like through my career always. You know, even in young age. So it's natural for me, and this time it worked. You know, I scored the goal.
Take a
So.
risk sometimes.
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
defender, we need to take a risk. You know.
Yep.
Also, you know, when you're defending, losing the ball. I mean, risk when we need to clear our situation. But when you have time, you know, as Marcelo did, so
I know the boss expects that from me. Also,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he
yeah.
knows I can
Take the
do that.
space.
Yeah.
He did say that too after
Yeah.
the game. He said, I give the players license to go forward
Yeah.
if they feel they can.
Can you run that fast, Marcelo?
Of course I can, man. I'm 25, bro.
But without the ball.
Before.
Without the ball. Without the ball.
I think that game we came in numbers as well.
Oh, that was
We lifted
that was
you
the
up.
second most enjoyable game. That game, because they also do a good atmosphere, and you guys were there also pretty
I think
loud. And,
both were really good.
you know, it was a good game. Round 2, you know, we want that also in the home games. You know, every week. You know, if we can get that. You know, you think like
hear-
round
bro.
1, we had a big talk about different team, and then round 1, I was a little bit disappointed with the numbers. I'm like, we're talking 4 months about rebuilding. You know, we're gonna do something this year, and then 6, 7, 8,000. You know, you think. What's happening, you know? But I
We'll get
understand
there.
you guys are also in a process, in a rebuild and stuff like that.
Of course, bro. Because
And
8 years
probably
of
the World
failure.
Cup for you guys didn't help, you know, the World Cup break, because that was the momentum. Yeah, next home game probably.
very
would be,
true.
That was like literally on the mountain again. We were
So it's our
bring
job
us
now
back
to
down.
do again, you know, win this game and
well,
Get
this
it up
week,
again.
this week I'm
This
pretty,
week.
I'm 100% sure that it's all pretty much gone.
we need that.
Behind the
Yeah,
goals.
because
You're
for
gonna
us,
love it, bro.
for us it's different.
You're gonna love it this week.
We're going to be very loud.
What is the capacity?
You saw out already the tickets?
28.
Behind, yeah, I think they're close to 27,000 they've sold.
You know, the game where I felt like you really came in big numbers was Central Coast home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't show up that game.
Yep.
But that was like, it was really a good atmosphere,
Really
you know.
good,
And
really
and even them, you know, they came also in numbers.
Yep.
I think
Well, we do on this show. We always encourage like, come down to the game, go down, support your team. Like, and don't just sit
Scheduling
at home,
sometimes
you know
as
what I
a-
mean?
yeah. What's 3
3
p.m.
yeah,
meals
doesn't
somewhere,
matter.
Your
bro?
thoughts on the weather? Marcelo, answer that. The weather, 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's
tough.
Is that when we compete with the, you know, we go to the shopping center, we go to the
Yeah, the beach.
you know,
Yeah.
come
It's
on.
perfect beach time.
Siesta,
Yeah.
sleep at home.
In front of the aircon.
And then it's football is entertainment, you know. You're
They don't
compete with
in,
all that.
in Brazil. They don't play games like that in the afternoon, 3
They
o'clock.
play,
Yeah, same like
they
this.
play
That's
Sundays,
winter.
Sundays 4 p.m. Yeah.
Maybe not summertime.
Isn't it? It's
But they-
summertime.
Yeah, summertime. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 100%.
Oh, really?
100%, yeah. But they go to the game.
Yeah, but they're good. Exactly. Crazy. 'Cause that's all they
Because
have.
it's a passion. It's a really passion. It's different, you know.
You know what it is, Marcelo? Like in Brazil and these countries, like you know the European countries, the passion is passed down from the father.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Exactly.
because it's last 15 years, 20 years. Maybe our kids will be the passionate ones because you know our fathers didn't take us to the Wanderers games because Wanderers
no Wanderers.
there was no Wanderers. You know what I mean? So that's where they have advantage in Europe and South America because your father hold your hand from the age of 5 and took you to the games.
But clubs are there for 100 years.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different.
We're in
You need to understand the process as well, you know.
One thing I remember as a young boy here is I went to watch Western Knights in Perth. My brother played for the youth there, and my father always take me. I would play with the ball behind the goal and watch my brother. So my love started here for the game.
That's right. And
If
something
I
with the passion.
wasn't, you know, as you guys say, WOG, you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch football. I would
Yeah.
probably watch cricket. And,
But-
you know, AFL.
But one thing that's important as well, I'll tell you because I have experience in my home. You know, my young boy, he supports Santos, you know, because of me. And my old boy, he supports Flamengo. You know what? Because he watched Flamengo winning twice in the last maybe 3-4 seasons.
Jorge Jesus?
Huh?
Jorge Jesus, the coach, was then?
Yes, for Jorge Jesus, yes. So he watched Flamengo winning the title, the championship, and said, "No, I'm gonna support him." You know, so this is also important as well.
Yeah, you're right.
That's make difference. You know, so each generation will support the teams that are on the top. You know, that's really important as well.
Same jersey as us, Flamengo.
Same jersey, yeah.
You support Santos, huh?
Yeah.
Santos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you came in, you saw red and black. You said, maybe I go back.
No, really didn't show him the jersey. He didn't show him the jersey.
You showed me the black jersey. This is our jersey.
Nah. That's a perfect color for me. I like it.
Beautiful.
anything else, boys?
No, just this weekend. Bro. Just fire up for this weekend and just they're coming. So we just have to do them, eh?
They're
we
coming.
Have to.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. Big
And
crowd.
I'm pretty sure that there's a surprise for you guys before the game. There's a surprise for you guys.
Big surprise.
A very good surprise for you.
Turn around.
3 p.m. game or something?
It's a big game. Big game.
Look, boys, at the end of the day, we just want 150% on the weekend. We want heart. This game means so much to us, and you understand that. And I feel like now we're slowly getting that momentum. You know what I mean? We got that win last week, and I think this is our time now to build. I think we're getting there now. So I don't need to tell you. You know what you have to do, man. We need the 3 points, but maybe a good one too, like maybe 3-0.
We will love that.
I think, you know, sometimes, bro, we're not, as fans, we're not naive enough to think we're going to win every game. Yeah, we know we're not going to win every game. But when, you know, your team gives 150%, that's all we want to see. We could turn around and say, you know what, the boys gave it. Maybe the boy hit the post. The goalkeeper on that day made some great saves. So at the end of the day, we don't expect wins every game. We expect the 100% effort. So you know what, Saturday, if the boys put in 150% and the game finishes 1-1, we're still proud of the effort. We could say, you know what, we can go home and say the boys tried. So that's all we expect. We don't say, oh, we have to win every game, or we don't have to say this Saturday we have to win. Yes, we will love a win. It will mean a lot to us. But all we want to see is 100%.
So I've said it once before. We went down to the training. I've obviously seen now we came down, but not like that. This was much different when
Different
the team
circumstances.
gone Bell, but he was thrown under the bus too at the club. And the team went to Newcastle. They played. They got pumped. We got pumped 4-0. 4-0 they got pumped. I'm pretty sure after the third or fourth goal, I think they just let him walk in and he scored. I said, that's it. Enough. We have to go down. Go down to training, go down there. I'm pretty sure I came out with a Braveheart speech, you know, a big speech. I said, I was not happy to be here. Take your tools and get out. I think Cornford left after that.
Look, the effort is here, I think, every training. Not just games. Like we can say from training, you know, if we work in the gym, recovery days, they request from us to give 100% effort, to be focused, concentrated. And when we're working, we work with intensity.
I think when we came to training that day, even after you stayed back, am I right, Marcelo? You stayed back after training?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you always stay back after traiing a little bit extra.
Sometimes.
You don't want to go back to the wife, huh?
We also have today with technology we have also recovery at home. So we have a normal tech game already, so it's also important for us. And just to answer your question about how we'll feel, you know, how we're gonna perform. You know, I'm sure that we already proved what we can do, and we are ready for this. You know, ready for that. Football, we know sometimes, you know,
Unpredictable.
yeah, doesn't happen what you expect, as you say, you know. But the effort, the commitment, will be there. 100%.
Togetherness, you know.
Togetherness,
we're there.
We have a really good team. You have boys that they are committed with the process, you know, with the strategy, you know, everything. And I'm sure that we're gonna go for it. Man.
We're in a good place. We're in a good place, boys. You know, that's all we can ask for.
Yeah. And you guys will be very important for us as well, you know.
Part, yeah.
We'll be
Part
there.
of as I say, the player number 12. You know, you guys will give this special thing, you know. That's why, I know 25, 30,000 people will make difference in this these kind of games.
I remember after Central Coast, we lost 3-0. You guys, we came to you guys and you angry or whatever, but positive. You
Positive,
know,
that's
you
important,
encouraged
you know?
us, and we
Positive.
need it. Of course, if we lose 7 games in a row, 3-0, you're gonna you're gonna
I
come and
think-
say,
Even for us, it's you know, we don't be happy.
Yeah.
You know, we don't happy when you draw the game. Imagine if you lose, you know, 3-4 games in a row. That's not good.
I don't think much people, like, not many people were upset after the Mariners game when they lost, when we copped 3-0. I think it was just it needed to happen. Wake up call.
Sometimes
You know?
happens,
You
yeah.
you need a little bit kick in the ass to wake up.
I think sometimes also the game plan just isn't right, you know, and that's fine. It happens in football. The gaffer might have something, and you know it just might not work on the day. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think that was a good spark for the boys. You know, maybe you turned around after that there and say, "Fuck, we got to turn shit around."
sometimes the opponent also ask you questions. You know, they showed up on the day. Things
They
went
show
them.
up,
Didn't we?
alright.
No, the
That's
first,
all. Yeah, that's all. You don't play against Mandekans, you know.
yeah,
play against,
they're a good team. You know, you have to respect them.
Yeah.
But we, as he said, he can't wait that game, and we want to beat them.
Get to that game. Get to
Even,
that game.
We played friendly games against them. We want to beat them in a friendly game.
We
if
play a lot
turn
against
up.
them, huh?
Yeah, this year
man.
too much.
Oh,
Too much, huh?
I want it.
Big game. See you, boys.
That's
All right.
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, boys. Pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you.
focus for the
Yeah.
weekend.
Thanks to Boss
Boss.
again for letting you come on.
Boss,
Thanks,
yeah.
Marco.
Shout out.
Bosna.
We were saying it the other day, last podcast. We got Doggy on, then we stepped off Ninkovic. Now we got 2 players. Like, where do we go from here? And everyone
We'll have
said,
the whole team
"Get
soon,
We're gonna make a double story here.
we'll get the boss on next one, hopefully." So if he's watching this,
We'll try to help you guys. We'll talk with him.
Then you talk about tactics all the stuff.
Yeah. He started a little bit. He started a little bit.
That's not our job. We perform well. That's our job. We try to perform well.
it's been good,
There's
guys.
actually someone commenting in here.
What is that?
That's the name Marco Rudin. And he goes, "Yeah, no worries, boys. Happy to help out."
See, these bastards, they do all this. They make fake names. I'm in the
Pretty
comment
sure
section
Dogger.
too.
I'm pretty sure Dogger.
That's doggy for sure. Huh?
Dogger said he will make a fake account. Anybody ask for subtitles?
I think it's Doggy in there.
Someone said put it on the
I think he
screen.
lives close.
He
I'm
lives
gonna
close.
stop
Yeah,
by.
he does.
Stop
Nah,
by.
thanks a lot, guys.
All right, pleasure,
problem.
boys.
Thank you.
Especially
Thank you for
during
having
a
us. Yeah.
Derby week, you
Yeah.
know, you're
Busy
focused on
week.
the game.
Yeah.
You came and gave us your time, so thanks a lot. We appreciate
See you
it.
on Saturday, yeah?
We'll be there.
Saturday,
So just want to say something. Just to say, my condolences for the Turkish people. What happened there?
Yes.
I played there for 2 years, and I have a lot of feeling for this country. So I'm sorry, and I hope
Yeah,
that
tough
God,
times.
Can support all the families and all the one there.
Absolutely.
Tough times. We
God
send
bless the
our
Turkish
we
people.
send our best wishes there. It's a tough time, but
Yeah.
one thing about the Turkish people is we're very strong people.
I know,
So when the pressure is on or when something bad happens, we know how to bounce back. And I'm sure you realize that in your experience in Turkey. So I have no doubt that the people of Turkey will obviously bounce back from this. And I can feel the love from everyone, and that's a beautiful thing. Even today we were watching. I know I don't want to get off topic, but today I sent it to him. The Greek rescuers are pulling out survivors. Generally speaking, the Turks and the Greeks don't like each other. But during these times, it's all love. It's all love.
I agree. Goosebumps.
What
So yes,
All right, much
Yeah,
love.
guys, ticket, get to the game.
Like, you know, to
Get to the game, yeah.
get to the fucking game, buddy.
Much love.
See you guys.
Oh, there you go.
That was good, man.
Too easy, bro.
Comfortable.
Just turn it off.